Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Balls Deep, the podcast for the EA Sports College Football headquarters page. My name is Alan Gigax, and I'm here with Anthony Scafacci, the admin for the page. Say hello, Anthony.
Hey, Alan, how you doing today?
I am doing well, dude. I am ready to get into another podcast. So today, we're going to talk about a very controversial topic from our page, and that is the rules that we have listed on the page. Rules that people don't fucking read, and they don't pay attention to, and then they get mad when they break the rules, and then we have to delete their posts and shit like that. So we're going to go over what the rules actually are, why we created the rules, and how they're helping to make our page to give it the culture that we want. All right, so we're going to start right at the top. Rule number 1, the golden rule. And I'm just reading.
This is my favorite rule, by the way.
Yeah, because because Anthony thinks that it's about golden shower.
Yes.
But It says right in there, he's one of those motherfuckers who doesn't read it. Because right in number 1, it says, despite what you may have heard, this does not have anything to do with showers. So set that straight right off. Get that on the record. Piss on your significant other all you want. Oh, that's what he likes about it. Because there's the permission right there. But babe, it says it right in the rule.
Yeah, you can do that in the shower most of the time.
They don't even know. That's right. It's warm water on their back going down the crack of their ass. All right, so this rule is about the way we treat each other, including being courteous enough to piss on them in the shower and not like when they're trying to get ready for work. We intend to be a supportive and friendly community where people can share their game-related content. Personal attacks of any kind are not tolerated. Criticism of each other or the game is only allowed if it's constructive. If you don't like something, scroll on by. Shitposting gets you banned.
So, when I first thought of the rules in the page, I really didn't want it to be very restrictive. However, it's clear that as we grew and as our community grew, and we have a very diverse community from all over, mostly the United States and Nigeria, of course.
Right.
That people wouldn't necessarily be respectful of each other, no matter how much we talk to them about it, how much we try to encourage them. In the end, dude, they're just gamers, and they're gamers that are used to being on the internet and being able to talk to people however the hell they want without getting punched in the face.
Yeah, it's awful. People are deplorable to each other. People are fucking monsters. And as soon as the page got going, we got flooded with pieces of shit.
Yeah, right away. I mean, It's people that wanted to come here just specifically so they could talk shit to somebody else. So, yeah, that was a problem right from the start. But we're trying. We're trying to just nudge them towards just being cool with each other. So that's kind of where the rule came from. It's like, hey, just don't be a dick.
Right, especially because we're trying to create a nurturing environment where people feel comfortable posting their content. And if it's a little bit weird or if it's not great, then we want people to still be comfortable posting that they're not just going to get shit on.
Yeah, and that's such a huge problem because in other gaming pages, it gets to a point where literally any post becomes just a target for someone to shitpost.
Right. Especially when people are like asking for advice.
Yeah, or just asking anything. Or in the case of college football, they post the score from their game, and right away people, oh, what difficulty are you on? Or you're trash, or this or that. And it's so dumb because people paid money for the game.
Right.
I don't care how they play it. Play however the hell you want, run up the score however you want, beat the crap out of the computer however you want. Who cares?
Right. Yeah, I'm not the fun police. I'm not here to gatekeep your gaming experience.
Yeah, and there's just so many. And now we're at about 71,000 members.
Dude, that's awesome.
And so the opportunities for people to come into the group who are not yet part of the culture is just every single day. There's 150 to 200 more people are added, and those are new people.
When you say not part of the culture, you mean Nigerians?
I mean Nigerians, yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, which right now the number's at 77. 77 out of almost 71,000.
Right.
And still every night I try to track them down.
Yeah, about 1 in 1,000 members are Nigerians.
These sons of bitches, I swear to God.
They're also the same ones who cheese the plays on online plays.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so that is number 1, the golden rule. Again, piss on your partner if you want, as long as they consent. Number 2, dynasties or tournaments with fees. You must get permission from the moderators before posts of this type. We have a set of rules in our featured section that spell out what you have to do in order to post anything with a fee attached. Look at it before you post. Then contact a moderator, also before you post. If you don't, your post will be removed. Do it again, and you're banned.
So this is a huge issue that I thought, hey, people are going to want to play in money leagues. But how do we handle it? Because the reality is people will gladly take other people's money and then not pay it out. And with things like Cash App and Venmo, and there's no real way to recover your money once you've given it to someone else. And the idea that someone would start a league simply to take $20 from 30 different people, it's $500. That shouldn't change anybody's lives. But the reality is we have some savages.
Right.
And $500 to them is a lot of money. And if they can do it once or twice or 3 times, well, that's $1,500, and F you, they're going to take your money.
I'm looking at you, Nigerians.
Yes, once again, our Nigerians. But so what we did is we wanted to create this rule, right? And basically vet to the best of our ability the members in our group wanting to do this. And right away, we had lots of people trying to start money leagues where it was happening. People were getting their money taken, and then they're complaining, oh, so-and-so took $20 from me. What do I do?
Right.
Well, what you do is not give money to anybody that you don't trust. So we try to at least bridge that gap by having the people who want to run these leagues talk to us first. I could talk to them. I've actually talked on the phone with a few of them. And now we only have, I think it's 3 or 4 approved leagues, and they're flourishing. They're doing fantastic.
That's awesome. Right, where people know, or they don't know, but they at least have a better chance of...
Sure, it's not just a random person.
Right, exactly. And the vetting process, talk a little bit about how you vet these leagues.
So first is we asked them a series of questions. Basically, do they have a policy where, for example, a refund before the league starts? So if somebody sends you $20, but then they decide a day later that, hey, they don't want to be in this league, how are they going to get their money back? Are you actually going to give it to them? Right.
And your policy doesn't have to be, I'll give you your money back. Your policy can be no refunds, but you have to lay it out up front.
Exactly. That's really the goal of the vetting process, is to just force these groups to be transparent. If they're going to advertise on our page, because the reality is we have 71,000 people. Last week, 59,000 plus visited the page.
Wow.
So if you're asking people to send you $20 and you're going to take, say, 10% of that, because we do allow our organizers to take a 10% profit essentially for their effort.
It's an effort. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they got to put in some work and manage things, and it is time out of their day. We allow them to take 10%. The rest has to go back into the pot for the players.
Right.
Right? And so what we want is that they have to disclose this.
Right.
And so the player knows this is what I can expect in return should I win or qualify for a prize. And what we did is we say, well, how are you going to prove that you paid somebody? There has to be some kind of, if you send it via Venmo, send a screenshot. Mm-hmm. Prove you're paying people, but most importantly, put it out there. Have it available so that anybody looking to join your league knows the score before they send you a dime.
That's it. And then they also need to know the rules of the league, like what happens if somebody glitches out of the game.
Sure.
What do you do for, like what are your time limits? Whatever rules you have for your tournament, they have to be posted out in advance.
Yes. And now let me make something clear. If you are running a free league, you don't have to do any of this stuff.
Right.
Right. If there's no money being exchanged, you do whatever the hell you want. And you can advertise for it as much as you want. And the vast majority of the people on our page are playing in a free league.
Right.
And they still have drama. So imagine now how much drama there is if somebody parted with $50 or $100. Because while most of these fee leagues have started very small, as they gain credibility, they will up their prices because people will want to get in because they know that if they win, they're actually going to get paid.
Right. Yeah, that's key.
Yes.
Right. All right. So that is rule number 2. If you have a fee, and by the way, that is highlighted in the rule that this is for dynasties or tournaments with fees. Next, rule number 3: story mode. The core purpose of this page is to provide a welcome home for your original content. Have fun with it. No need for safe and boring coach speak here. We know you're going to take it one game at a time and leave it all on the field. Wild stories are encouraged. Go off the rails. Go buck wild with your storytelling and support each other's content with a like and a comment. We're here for it.
So we actually went over this in I think our second episode, possibly even in our first, right?
Because it's such a core part of what we do.
It is, exactly. This was almost the genesis of the page itself, was so that we could post stories and not have to worry about them getting edited.
Right.
And when we first started writing our stories, we were out there, especially compared to what most people were posting.
Right.
Our stories were definitely breaking the mold, so to speak.
Yeah, no question.
So what we wanted when we started the page is to make it clear that if you want to write a story, you can use colorful language. You can write about things that are not what a normal coach would say. Please don't feel like you need to use coach speak.
Yeah, you don't have to be vanilla.
Yeah, you can say and do whatever you want. If you want to plant some, Colombian booger sugar in your backup quarterback's locker to get him off the team so that your freshman can start next year, then feel free to do that. If it's entertaining, go ahead. It's the whole point of it is just to have fun. And so, we definitely encourage off-the-wall type storytelling for those that want to do it. And actually, I don't know if we did speak about this, but we created a companion page, the storyline page, so that people would have a specific place to go to read these stories that aren't going to get washed out by the number of comments that are made.
Right. How many posts do we get in a typical day?
It does fluctuate a little bit, but we're still well over 200 a day.
Right. So when you post that story content, often it can get lost in the shuffle, and you can't even find it if you want to find it with that much action. So the storyline page is devoted to that, but it is absolutely welcome on the main page and encouraged.
Yeah, we want people to put it on the main page. We just realize that it's not the flavor of the main page. The flavor of the main page is, quite frankly, stupidity.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed it is. All right, number 4, streaming. And again, this is not about pissing on your partner. Go ahead, post your stream. Please include how your stream or podcast directly relates to the game and the page. Just don't spam it. If people want to tune in, they will. This goes for podcasts, like this one, and other forms of media as well. This page is intended for content creators. We want to form mutually beneficial relationships with our creators. All we ask is you do not spam your stuff. You can post it, just be chill about it. It's that simple.
So we knew coming into this that people are trying to get YouTube rich or Twitch rich or whatever, right? And when you have a massive platform, which right now we qualify, I mean, we're at 71,000 people.
Yeah.
If someone had 71,000 subscribers on their YouTube page, they're making coin. They are making money.
That's wild to think about.
So if they post on our page, it's now put in front of, like I said, about 59,000 people visited the page last week.
Right.
So that's 59,000 potential customers. Unfortunately, people just want to come on there and be like, follow my Twitch. Well, that's great. What the hell is on it? And then I'll check. I'll actually go and look and see all 6 of their subscribers. There's no content whatsoever. There's no description of the content. There's no anything. They are just posting it on the page, hoping to get people just to subscribe without actually presenting why their content is any good. So what we want is we want our members to actually stream on our page. Put your stuff out there. If you put your stuff out there and it's actually good, you will get subscribers. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. There are YouTubers and Twitch streamers and everything like that that are millionaires because of the content they put out.
Right. And if you post that stuff to our page and you wind up getting a significant following, don't be afraid to kick us a few bucks, buy us a beer or a pizza or something.
Yeah, but we're not
here to help.
We're not asking for a dime.
No.
Not a dime. The only thing we want is the content.
Right, exactly.
We just want the content so that our members can see it. Right. We literally want to make you better.
Exactly.
And in order to do that, though, you actually have to put the content there and not just a link. Make a reel. Cut it up. Do some editing. Yeah. Do something that makes your content stick out.
Right, that actually shows that there's quality there. And if you're making quality content, that should be easy for you to do. Because that's what we want. And the more you succeed, even though we don't monetize that success directly, eventually that leads to more success for the page, more views, more interest. And eventually Anthony and I get hired by EA Sports full time.
Sure, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we have gotten close to our intended episode length, and we are halfway through the rules. So I think it's in our best interest to do a two-parter.
Sure.
And we will come back on the next episode and talk about rules 5 through 8. You can be sure if you're already being edged at this point, there will be more hot piss talk in the next episode. That is our sacred.
You may finally nut. If you really work
so
at
keep
it
going. Keep yourself fluffed up until when the next episode comes out, and then it's going to be so good.
All right.
We'll catch you guys next time.